online and one-on-one coaching. Mr. USA 2001, Quincy Taylor. 4 times Mr. Olympia athlete. Show preparation and general fitness. 30 years of experience. Bring out your monster. myteqt1@gmail.com. @quincy.monster.
You're funny.
It's like I said. It's like I said. Do you like my tail?
Like I said.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of After Hours. Actually, I'm not sure it's going to be exciting, but
I was going to say, how do you always say it's exciting
yeah, it
before
might
it
be
even
controversial, but it won't be exciting. Probably.
It's also Iron Rage, not After Hours.
It is Iron Rage, true. I even said the wrong name.
I thought that last time, Dave. I just didn't say anything. How the hell's he know it's going to be exciting?
I'm recording too many shows today. That's the problem.
You just can't do. You can't say welcome to a possibly boring segment.
Hey, Dave, let me help you with
Iron Rage.
Hey guys, I have a treat for you today.
What?
I want to introduce you to.
I thought the treat was that Tyler was joining us today. Isn't that something?
Well, that besides that treat, I mean, this is a close second to that, maybe. But I want to introduce you to some of my family members. A couple of my family members. Yes.
Oh,
bring him over.
This.
Oh, I love him.
Is Yoshi. This is Yoshi. This is my pet rat. Now she is a Dumbo rat. And she is a hooded rat. As you can see, she's got a hood.
Yes.
And she's very tolerant. She lets me do this to her. This is why I like her so much.
don't do that. Nothing like spanking the rat. That's what I say.
She's very, very tolerant.
now, Dave, what? How did you first?
And this is Blue.
Oh, I like.
Now,
Blue
I like
better.
Blue. I like Blue a lot because she looks the most like a sewer rat. So I can play. I can play jokes on people with her that I can't play with the other ones.
It's amazing how smart they are, right?
They're so smart. You can teach them pretty much anything you want to. You can train them to actually poop or pee in the corner of the cage, or stay within certain confines of the living room when you let them out. But
did you find them? Did you find them in the lab?
No, I actually I go to the pet store and I save them.
What experiments do you do on your rats? What have we done?
Now, see, Lee, that's what you would do.
He feeds them protein.
This is why you're not going to have any. See that, Blue? That's the enemy right there. See, Blue?
Lee, the reality is that Dave tests out all his nutritional supplements and anabolics on the rats before he uses them himself. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I bought a couple of your test kits last week, and pretty much I'm natural.
You using fake stuff?
I'm not even on anything.
Wow. Isn't that sad?
No, I mean, a couple of things were real but underdosed, and like a couple of things were just absolutely no trace evidence of any drug in them.
Dave, I beg people. I said, look, I know I sell this stuff and I make a slight profit on everything, but I'm telling people there's so much fake shit out there. Test your stuff. It's $20, for a tester. It's worth it.
That brings me to another point. All these deaths in the industry, I think, aren't just from the fact that people are doing more, but they're doing more shit here.
Who knows? Yeah, we don't know if there could be like lead and shit in it, and we don't know what's.
That's what I'm saying. There's contaminants in it that we didn't have to deal with before. We just dealt with the side effects of the drug itself. Yeah. Now we're dealing with the side effects and contaminants. Anyway, you asked me about how I got into rats, and that's actually an interesting story because my friend Rich, who I was friends with from when we were teenagers, when he was in 2003. He ended up committing suicide.
Oh, terrible.
Which we all saw coming. We knew it was going to happen. We just, it was a matter of when, not if.
Yeah.
When he did, he willed his pet rat, which I didn't even know he had pet rats.
Right.
He willed his pet rat to me. His mother contacted me. She was like, Richie left you his rat. I said, his what? I couldn't even fathom the idea of a rat as a pet. So we met up. She gave me all the cage and all the supplies and instructions on how to care for this rat. It was a big white rat, and he named it Ratsy, of all things. But his name was Ratsy.
So he actually left you directions? So he actually, before he killed himself, he actually wrote out directions for you?
Yes.
Wow.
He said, I'm leaving Ratsy to you, and this is how you take care of Ratsy.
Wow.
And I took care of Ratsy till he died. And I had fallen in love with this animal in that time period, so much so that I had to have another one. And ever since then, I've always had rats.
Yeah, what do they live, about 2 years?
About 2 years, yeah. One of mine is 2.5 right now. And she's doing really good. So I'm hoping she hangs in there till 3, but it's doubtful.
You see,
it's like weird. It's like they're young and healthy. Then all of a sudden they have a problem.
Well, you know what it is, Dave? That's why they like to do these experiments with these longevity nutritional supplements on rats, because their lifespan's short enough that if you could extend a rat's life from 2 to 3 years, that's 50% of their lifespan.
50%, you got it, yeah. And I understand the experiments. I get it, but it hurts my heart.
I don't know if I want to tell you this.
Sensitive.
Right before we did this show,
don't. If you don't know, then don't.
No. Right before I did this show, I probably fed about 300 rats to my snakes. Oh. But they were frozen already. They were not alive.
What?
They're not always frozen. Dave's got a very different relationship.
Oh, well, they
rats.
were frozen already, so it's okay.
That's okay.
It's like hamburgers you're feeding them, when they're frozen.
They're born frozen, Dave.
They better not freeze them to death, and that's not how they die.
No, the people.
I'll tell you that right now. They flick them in the head, kill them.
No, they gas them. They gas them.
Yeah, they don't flick them in.
No, that's the old ways of doing it. Nowadays they gas them.
Oh, great! Yeah. I can see it now.
I always wonder, why can't they just make like snake chow?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There is a company that it's called Reptilinks, and they're like little hot dogs actually, and with all it's a ground up like rat or mouse or
they make puppy chow, cat chow, dog chow. Why can't they make like snake chow?
Because snakes like to attack things. You know what I mean?
I don't care what they like. Who cares what the snake likes it? We better feed him a live rat.
Right. Oh yeah. No, we've got to gas the rat. Got to gas the rats first. There's a little guy standing there in a Hitler uniform, pushing the rats into the cupboard. In you go, rats. Come on, rats. Shower time, rats. Off we go.
Now, Lee, this next little story I want to bring up is more relevant to you because you actually competed with him. But can you believe Dorian Yates is 60 years old?
I saw that. I wished him happy birthday. Yes, and the good thing is too. Look, Dorian's looking healthy. We know he's into his fitness and yoga and those psychedelics, whatever it is. But you got to admit, though, look, he looks healthy. Yeah, this is what I hate because he's trying to be healthy. Look, he was like one of the biggest, freakiest bodybuilders out there of his time. He won the Olympia how many times? 6. And yet people comment, look how he looks now. He's not big anymore. These are the same people.
He's alive.
These are the same people commenting why bodybuilders in their 50s and 60s dying. Why do they want to be big? Now he's healthy. Why isn't he big? He looks like shit. You can't. It's like, what the fuck? You can't win with people.
Expect Joe Namath to be able to throw a football like he used to be able to.
No,
nobody expects that.
Yeah. I got news for you. Dorian looks pretty big to me. He doesn't look small at all. I don't think he looks.
No.
Though he was looking pretty
great.
I think he put on a little size.
Yeah. He probably did a little cycle or something like that. But
he went too far in the other direction, I think.
Doesn't the other guy in the picture with him look like John Romano? That's who I thought it was originally, but it's not.
But even when pictures of Stallone pop up or Arnold pops up, people go, "Oh, look how Arnold looks now." It's like
he's 70.
Look like
5.
You think he's going to look like he's in his thing? He stole Jimmy Pilecki's hat and that there.
Yeah, there you go.
Does look like John Romano.
Does look like John.
Dude, Dorian's really there. Look at his leg.
Yeah. No, Dorian's leg looks big there, actually.
It really does. He looks definitely bigger than he did.
What are they smoking there?
Yeah, what's on the table?
That was his Dorian's tribute to the. I didn't know this.
What's in that plastic baggie there in front of you?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not a big marijuana guy, but evidently April 20th which is today, is the official. What is it, Tyler? Official pot day or something like that?
Cannabis day, cannabis.
Yeah, it's a marijuana holiday. It's for some reason it's Hitler's birthday. I don't know why we.
Is it Hitler's birthday?
Yeah, it is, and I don't know why that. It's a good excuse to smoke weed, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it Hitler's birthday?
Yep.
I even brought up Hitler. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there you go. You brought him up subconsciously there.
Is he celebrating? Is he still celebrating his birthday down in Nicaragua or wherever he's hiding out, South America somewhere?
He's supposed to be like Brazil. Is that where they all went? Or Venezuela? Venezuela, I think they all went, yeah.
Yes, somewhere down there with Ava Braun and that, because we don't know about this bunker thing and that. It's like, Who
knows? Another interesting story. Well, not really interesting, but I don't. Do you guys watch? Any of you guys watch the Kardashians at all?
Oh hell no!
No. The commercials
may not be an interesting story.
I see the commercial and I just go, how the hell can this? But didn't they even stop it? They said, "This is our last season. Boo-hoo! We cried, and then 2 months later, we're bringing it back."
Well, because Hulu, right? Hulu put up a ridiculous amount of money. How much? They got to be paying them $1 billion. I'm convinced.
Yeah, well, I think last time they get like 300 million whenever they did it before. Who wants to watch 300 million for a bunch of tramps to walk around and they wake up so beautiful? Oh, it's so hard to be a mother with my cleaners and my maids, and I go to the fridge and order bottled water and sponsorship foods in there, and we go out here and go there. Yeah. How pathetic you have to be to sit there and watch that bullshit. Oh, what's Scott doing today? Scott cheated on me. I just learned this from
He knows all the characters now. Obviously, you watch the show.
It's from the commercial. Then it's like they lose weight. We know they inject fat in their ass because they lose weight. We know when you lose weight, you lose it everywhere. But their asses are still this bloody big.
Right, they don't go anywhere.
No, it's like,
they don't go anywhere. It's because it's not human flesh.
Well, evidently, I guess Hulu paid them all this money, so they must have said to them, look, we got to really get people to start watching the show, so we got to do something sensationalistic. So there's like a scene I saw where Kim's on the phone, and she's like crying to, I don't know if it's her lawyer or something like that, or whoever she's talking to, maybe Kanye even, because she's worried that there's another sex tape coming out, that Ray J may have another sex tape. No. And they're like, what sex tape? I thought we got them all out already. And she's like, well, when I was asleep, he might have made another tape. Maybe he stuck a dildo in my ass. Like, there's no tape like that. She's just doing that to like get people all riled up.
But what gets me is if you're asleep, if you get the dildo in your ass, come on.
Well, Lee, you sound like you speak from experience.
He does.
She doesn't know.
It is. I am speaking from experience.
Times I've been asleep.
She's like, I don't know.
I've known it. I've known every time I've had a dildo up my ass when I was asleep.
And look how big her ass is. That dildo would be the size of the fucking pole that holds up the big top of the circus to get past her ass cheeks. Just to get you wouldn't even if you had a normal sized cock, you wouldn't get your tip in past her ass cheeks. You'd have to fucking spread them that far. Jesus.
I can't get close enough. I would not be able to get close enough to get any part of my penis near any part of her vagina.
But would you want it though? Because what's been there? You're like, what's been in that thing? It's like shit. She's had more.
Nothing that hasn't been near your penis.
That's right. Yeah, Lee. I can't imagine you'd be that.
He's one to talk, right?
Nay.
Animal, vegetable, mineral of all suck my dick.
Look at a penis though. Look, a penis, right? I can go in the shower. I can wash it. I can wash the outside. I can clean it. I can sterilize it. A vagina, stuff goes inside and squirts in there. You can't get all that shit out. There could be fucking semen from years ago clinging to the fucking wall on the inside of the uterus. So at least on the outside, I can clean it. Have you ever looked inside a girl's car? A guy's car is clean. Inside a girl's car, it's a fucking mess. So if her car's a mess and she's got shit all over the back seats,
it's a metaphor for their internals.
That's what her vagina's like inside. A fucking
I always
mess.
Look at a girl's nails.
Fucking.
If a girl's nails are dirt under their nails and they're unkempt and the polish is different lengths on each one, I'm like, their vagina's fucked up. If they're not taking care of a part of you can see. All the time. They're not taking care of the part you can't see.
I see the nails and I think, what? She's a hard worker. She's not scared to get her hands dirty and shit like that. I see those pretty nails. I see the pretty nails and I'm like, she's too fucking prim and proper. Don't touch me. I'm going to lay here like a starfish.
You'll still fuck her though.
So Lee, you're telling me
when they lay like a starfish, I pretend they're asleep, and I'm actually rapey.
So hold on, Lee. So Lee, you're telling me that if Kim's boyfriend said to you, "Hey Lee, I'd like to watch you, Dewey, my girlfriend," you would say no?
Dewey.
Now I would do it. I would do it, and I would urinate. I would defecate. I would do everything disgustingly possible to her. I'd make her look like the sanitarian garbage tip by the time I'm finished on Long Island. She'd be like one of those barges that floats down the river full of fucking trash. That's what she'd look like. She'd be like this bukkake shit-covered donut going down the fucking harbour that I just tore up.
He'll do it out of love, of course.
The fact that he can come up with these things in his brain is really disturbing.
Yes, that's true. When I'm finished, I
kiss
will
on the forehead.
I'll cuddle her and caress her. Yes, and say, I love you.
And what if she says, I love you after that? She might be like, oh my God, I'm dropping this guy. Lee, you're my man now.
That's what happened to me.
And then I'm going to do sex.
I'm
going to do sex videos and become very famous. And then it'll be like, won't be the Kardashians, it'll be the Kardashians and Priest. Could you imagine that show?
Lee, I think
Lee goes out to Dave. Lee's going to go out to get his little Walk of Fame plaque, and he's going to stop, and they're going to see him on the boardwalk, and they're going to be like, Lee, you want to join us for dinner? And Lee's going to do his little little thing and defecate and pee, and then she's going to take Lee on as the new boyfriend to raise the ratings of Hulu, because she's going to have looked at Lee's Instagram and realized that he will draw attention. So they're going to get you on the show next.
That's a really good point, yeah.
Episode 1, I'm going to defile her. Episode 2, I'm banging the fuck out of Caitlyn.
What about the mother?
It's very progressive.
What about the mother?
Oh, Jesus. I'd probably bang Bruce before the mother. Jesus Christ. That'd be like banging an old Gucci. She'd be like banging an old Gucci leather handbag that's been sitting in the sun for fucking 2 years. Oh, Jesus. Mother.
Very poetic today.
Yes, he is very poetic. Yeah, I know that.
How many drugs would I... The mother, Jesus, yeah.
The mother looks pretty good still. What about OJ's daughter? You know, what's her name? Chloe.
I haven't seen her.
Chloe?
Yeah, she looked good. She lost weight. Who's the little one that was married? Who's the shorter one that's married to Scott? She's a bit more quiet.
Yeah, you'd like that one. That's the one I can see you going for. Yeah.
Or you know who would be great just to bang the fuck
that's
out.
Kourtney Kardashian.
Kourtney. Yeah, Kourtney. Yeah. She looks more like the level-headed.
But she's like the bitchiest one on the show.
You know who'd be fun just to defecate on and do whatever to her? That fucking Kendall. She walks around looking all high and mighty. I'm a supermodel. I'm this. I'm that. No, you're not. You're a fucking shit stain.
Doesn't Kendall have more money than all of them? Which is the one that is like worth $1 billion? Yeah. Is that Kendall or
Kylie and Kendall?
One of those.
Kylie. She's got the. They got the makeup and all the other
wealthiest Kardashian, Tyler. One of them has got ridiculous money. One of them has got ridiculous money.
I think, yes, Kylie's the youngest. Is Kylie or Kendall the youngest? One of them.
I think Kylie might be the one that's super wealthy.
And these girls that follow it, they go, "Oh my God, look, Kendall's got a new dress on today. Let me buy that. I look just like her. Oh, she's got a new lipstick out. Let me buy that. Oh, look just like her.
Her makeup line is worth a ton of money. Yeah."
According to 17.
You know what, Lee? I think you and I have had more sex per inch of penis than.
Hold on, let me see what these statistics say.
Kim Kardashian is the wealthiest.
I don't think so. She's worth over $1 billion.
Internet begs to differ with you.
I don't agree.
Oh, come on, man! Really?
Number 1 is Kim Kardashian at $1.4 billion.
Oh, maybe she just raised up her stock.
Then Kylie at $700 million, and then Chris at $190 million.
Is that all?
Caitlyn Jenner at $100 million.
What does Caitlyn get? Where's he getting all his money from?
Kourtney Kardashian at $65 million, Khloe at $50 million.
Yeah, where is he getting his money?
Oh, Kendall's the poor one. Yeah,
the poor one.
She's slumming at $45 million.
Oh, is that all? I'll take her. Then it's okay.
She's really down to earth.
Lee's like changed his mind all of a sudden. He's like, maybe I will move in there.
We'll do a dirty sex tape and hers.
This a-hole. Scott Disick's making $45 million. I don't know who that is.
Is he really? He's worth that much?
And you got Big Rob making $10 million.
Let me ask you a question. If you had $45 million in the bank, what would be the first thing you would buy, Lee? What's the thing you want the most? You know.
It's funny because I'm the opposite. I'm the type when I don't have money, I'd go buy shit that then you got to pay off. But I'm the opposite. When I get money,
well, I'm giving you a lump sum. You can buy anything you want. What would you buy with it?
That's tough.
I think a log cabin in the woods somewhere with nice acreage all around and have like a petting zoo, couple of sheep, goats, and that's what I'd have. And then I'd put a shed beside the log cabin with a gym, and I'd be very happy there. Okay. And if anyone comes, I think said to my wife, I'd build a fucking, like the old days, a moat around it with a fucking drawbridge.
That would be cool. That I like. I like that idea.
Now I'm good, like a fucking castle like type with the moat. So if you want to come visit me, Lower the drawbridge, Dave's coming.
And what would you have, like piranhas in the moat?
Crocodiles.
Well, they can climb out of the moat. That's the problem. I don't know if you.
No, yeah, but so they can't get up like a little wall, so they can't get up the wall. But just the.
Gotcha.
Like, no, I think it'd be great. But like, look at this watch here. I've got friends that buy watches. My friends comment on my watch. Look at this. I went walking around the shopping center.
Yeah.
They go, Lee, I love your watch. This was $49 from $120 down to $49.
That's a good deal.
Looks like a multi-$1,000 watch.
And you know what? My friends who have Rolexes, this is what they do. I say, what's the time? They go, oh, it's 2:00. And I go, what's the time? 2:00. What? My $49 watch does the same as your $20,000 watch?
Right? Yeah.
And if I lose this, I don't care if I lose this because it's $49.
Yeah. Dave, what would you do with 45 mil?
See, this is the problem. This is why I think I don't make millions of dollars a year. This is the reason.
Right.
It's because I can't really think of any one thing. I'm not into things.
Right.
Like there's no one thing I would buy that I feel like I really need or want.
No.
I don't know. I guess I would just
because there's always something you probably want, but you just wouldn't waste the money on it because it's like not that important. But
honestly, I'm not into cars. Like a car just takes me where I want to go. I'm not into what kind of car surrounds my body as I'm driving it. My house is more than adequate. I love my house. It's a 3-story home. I don't need another home. Oh, you know what? Wrong. I would buy a beach house.
Okay.
Where? A vacation home.
What beach?
I would buy a vacation home right on the water somewhere really cool.
Where though? Like where would this beach house be? What state?
Probably
Australia.
Probably Miami.
Okay.
Australia, Dave. Come on down.
Yeah.
Australia, mate.
Actually, my mum's always said,
I got news to you. 45 million might not be enough for a house in Australia, right, Lee?
But my mum's always said, some places. My mum's always said that, and it is true because whenever I have money, my mum always said I'd be broke because I'd give it away because I'm like Dave. I've got enough. There's nothing I could really say that I really want. As long as I got a roof over my head, food on the table, my bills are paid, I'm happy. But
that's how I feel.
I love giving gifts for other people. I like to see the excitement if I get someone a surprise or like I'll buy sometimes gift cards at the grocery store and I tell the lady, give this gift card to the next person that comes through to pay for their groceries. I like doing things like that where I get more enjoyment.
You've actually done that.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Even the other day, I like tooting my own horn, but I went out for lunch. This was before the diet started. We were at this restaurant. I was sitting there, and this woman was sitting there, and I could hear her saying, "Oh, my father wants this," and he was in like one of those walker things and stuff like this. And I'm just looking over, thinking, "Well, that's nice. They look like battlers, but it looked like he's taking a father out for his thing." So as I left, I said, "You know what? Here, let me pay their bill as well." I just paid their bill for him as I was leaving and stuff. And it's like, "Oh, that's so nice." I said, "Well, don't tell him." I said, "Don't tell him." So I just like doing things like that. I pick out people in restaurants. If it's generally always older people I see, I always pay for stuff like that. Or I said, even the grocery store. I've been there before where I've been in line. The person behind me has only got 3 items. I'm like, just ring yours through with mine. They're like, no, I can't do that. I said, look, just ring it through and then you're out of here. So they just scan theirs and off they go. So I like doing things like that. I get more enjoyment out of helping other people, things, just stuff like that rather than myself. Well, look, for instance, I was out shopping the other day and there was something for my wife. It was like something like $150. So I go, I'll get that for her. But then I go into one store and there's this T-shirt I'm looking at and I'm thinking, fuck, I'd like that T-shirt. $12. Do I really need the T-shirt? No, I don't. It's like shit like that. Even this watch for $49 after I brought it, I'm keeping the receipt thinking, did I really need this watch? Should I take it back? Because I always, no matter what I spend on myself, whether it's $10, I feel fucking guilty all the time. But
buyer's remorse.
I could spend hundreds on somebody else and not think about it or whatever. But myself, I always put stuff back. I'm like, no, I don't need that. That's all right.
That's funny.
Hey, not to change the subject, but I thought about you yesterday at the gym.
Oh. Really?
I had to go through like 3.
Did you?
I had to go through like 3 negotiations, a tariff, an embargo, and a hostile takeover just to acquire a cable crossover machine.
You saw my video I did on the cable crossover.
You're not kidding, man. It's just I never really
people are nuts
it in my head.
They're nuts with that fucking machine.
Always being used. Always.
It's the cable crossover.
And there are 4 of them in my gym.
Pack that cable crossover and a fly machine. Those are the most popular.
The fly machine. That fly machine they sit on like that. And the thing is, too, I've said to a guy the other day, every cunt that I see sitting on it is built like this.
Doesn't change you saying it. If you
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, these are like a good shaping movement and shit like that. I'm saying, you can't shape your fucking rib cage, cunt. Get off it. Build some muscle. Go do some fucking presses first. Do the foundation work, because doing crossovers or this.
I told you, I gave you my theory as to why people do that machine all the time. They think they're
trying to look like the Hulk. Well, that's the representative position for muscularity.
I got a better theory, Dave, and it makes sense. They're fucking retarded.
You always simplify things down.
Everything like that, they're doing these specific movements. It's like, rather than build the mass, like put the clay there, they're doing like these little sculpting movements when there's nothing to sculpt.
There's nothing to sculpt.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Most people are clueless, and then the other people that aren't clueless watch the clueless people, and then they just copy them. That's all.
Oh yeah, no, because they're like this. Hold on. On my Instagram fucking pro workout, they're doing pec deck. That's what I'm going to do, because
I guess it doesn't help that I work out at Planet Fitness, right, Dave?
Well, you get free pizza.
I mean, that doesn't help, man. Yeah. There's bagel day.
But you know what, Liz? I think, too, people who have no muscle see people with muscle doing it, so they figure out do it. It's like when you'd see people do the myth pose and they've got skinny arms, or someone who has a skinny leg tries to wobble it like Tom Platt. You're like, what are you doing? You're going to throw your kneecap out, you stupid prick. Just stop wobbling your leg there. Right. It's like just because it looks good on somebody else a pose doesn't mean it looks good on you. And because you see Arnold or someone doing this and his chest is looking massive, guess what? Your little nipples aren't fucking touching together when you're fucking doing that shit.
Best nipple pump.
It's like it'd be like me watching porn, watching a guy with a fucking 10-inch cock going this far in and out of me trying to do the same thing. Well, I'm out. I'm not in anymore. I'm out. Hold on. It's like I said before. Some of those positions they get in the porno movies, I'm like, fuck, I'll try that. Okay, get that way. Get your leg that way. I'm thinking, how the fuck's his cock still in it when he's in this position? It's like, Jesus.
But his cock is his cock, not yours.
I know, because you need it.
He's got a few extra inches on you.
Like I said, more sex per inch of penis, Lee, we've had.
I tell you, I'm glad. Some of those positions, they make it look so easy.
It is for them.
Exactly.
That's why they're porn stars, and you're you.
That's right.
Oh, I reckon I could be a porn star. It's just all about the angles. It's like, if you take a picture of your cock, you got to lean back like this when it's hard. Put the camera down here.
You're making it like a building. Yeah.
As you shoot up, the head of your cock looks like it's past your belly button, and people go, "Wow, that's impressive!" Look at that.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Until they see you in person.
I got to ask.
Until they see you in person.
I haven't finished asking everyone what they would do with the $45 million. Tyler, what would you do with the $45 million?
That's like
you'd buy a camera probably with it.
I'm like happy with what I got, to be honest. I get one of those Teslas and just kind of have fun with that little Model X action.
A Tesla?
Yeah, I'll think it's small.
You got $45 million.
It's too much. It's too much to wrap my head around. I don't want that much. That sounds like a headache.
Tyler's going to save the world with a Tesla.
Oh, I'm not trying to save the world. I'm trying to zip around.
I can't believe I forgot to say the thing that I should have said with that.
What?
The first thing that should have come to my head, and the thing that I actually would buy.
What?
An 11-foot concert grand piano.
Oh, now that's a good. That's the answer I was looking for.
Put that in my living room. Yeah. That is the answer, because I have a 6-foot now, and it sounds amazing. But an 11-foot would fill the entire neighborhood with sound.
That's great.
But you could do like a whole room of, like, how they get all that wood paneling, so the acoustics. That's what I'd actually.
I have an acoustic room actually set up like that.
That's what I'd actually get if I had the money. I'd make the best, because I love movies. I'd probably make the best movie theater room in my house with like a huge screen, like with curtains. So
I got news for you. For $45 million, you could build your own. You could buy a movie theater. You don't even need to build one.
Really could.
All right, well, what are you going to do with $45 million?
I just wanted it at home with a popcorn machine up the back and chocolate dipped ice creams and just sitting there. and a sex dungeon. I'd have a sex dungeon with the
now all of a sudden the ideas are starting to circulate. He's starting to think about this.
Yeah, David needed to marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
Question needed to marinate for a second or two.
I would build a zoo. I want a zoo.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But I would build an insane zoo, like high-end zoo.
Well, there's already
like different kind of animals.
Like a six. You know, like they have a 5-star hotel versus like a 2-star. I'd have a 5-star zoo.
Well, we've got a good zoo here, the Newcastle Hunter Valley Zoo, and it's really good. It's like got everything in there. Yeah. I'd probably donate to that and give them $1 million or more. That way, I can just go there anytime I want. But we have a good zoo in Canberra. You'd like this zoo, Dave? It's called the. I'll get the name of it, but you can actually stay there overnight. They got beautiful rooms.
Oh, really? Wow.
And your hotel room is a glass window, and whatever animal you want, tigers or lions, they put outside. So as you're sitting in your living room at a hotel room, the lions and tigers are walking. They come right up to the glass.
Wow.
So you can
that's a great idea. Yeah. I'd have to go. I'll have to go to Australia and steal some of their ideas for my zoo. Yeah.
I'll send you the link to the zoo. But it shows you people sitting having dinner, and the tiger's just sitting there at the window looking at them.
That's really cool, man.
And I would have one part of the zoo that would be a bodybuilding hall of fame too, because we're animals too. So we have to have our
Jesus.
Too, so.
Oh.
That's
you just ruined the zoo, Dave, with that fucking pathetic input.
Why? I could have bodybuilders like posing like behind glass, like you're gonna have the tigers there.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be great. Though, how about you just feed the bodybuilders to the fucking lions? That'd be more
bodybuilder most resembled
Lee. You know how many schmoes I would have staying in these hotel rooms, like with the bodybuilder glass.
Now, I'm gonna say now, if the schmoes in the room and the bodybuilders behind the glass,
there you go. That's a business model.
You need lots of Windex. There'll be lots of Windex going on. All over the fucking window.
You'd have to have housekeeping clean the glass every night. You know?
Yeah, squeegees like this.
We could have male and female schmo rooms, you know.
We'll call it the Spunk Zoo, and then we can have like behind the glass. We can have 2 female bodybuilders going at it together. We can have a female bodybuilder and a male bodybuilder. Like he can be ramming his penis against her hard clitoris, like two rhinos butting fucking horns behind the glass, fucking like that. Bah, 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 bah. You're like fucking mating of the wild animals.
You're getting Dave very excitedly. Calm down.
I've been to swingers clubs that look just like that.
You have?
Think about the salaries that we could offer these bodybuilders. They wouldn't have to worry about competing or anything like that.
Lee, who are you kidding? You and I would work there, Bo.
I was going to say,
free. You would volunteer your services there. Yeah.
You wouldn't be visiting. You'd work. That would be your place of employment.
When I come to visit Dave, I know where Dave's taking me now. We're going out to McDonald's, if you know what I mean. We're going for a Happy Meal.
That's right. I'm gonna hire Mr. G for the weekend to drive you around, I think. All right, I got to wrap this.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, you'll. He. By the way, Mr. G's already got you booked all over the place. You know, he thinks he's got you. For like 3 weeks, he's going to take you on tour of Florida.
Did you like my video eating his cookie yesterday?
He loved it. He can't stop talking about it.
Have you seen it where I'm like,
yes,
play the video where I'm eating the cookie, and I said,
Dave,
give me a sec.
Dave said I can't eat the cookie. I said, I'm not eating the cookie.
Hold on, Tyler will pull it up of your Instagram.
Feel free to idly have a conversation.
Nah, we'd rather have dead silence and uncomfortable dead silence.
We just want to see how long it takes Mr. Tesla to get this video up. I'm going to buy a Tesla, says Tyler, and I'm going to close down.
All right, Lee, hold on. Here's a better question. If you can buy any car in the world that someone's just going to give you a free car, what car would you want?
One? Just one?
Just one. Yeah, it has to be one.
Narrow it down.
I can't go sports and 4-wheel drive.
Nope, one car.
You'd be surprised that if I could get one car, I'd still go back to the H1 military Hummer because I love it. Go anywhere. I could mount a fucking 50mm cannon to the roof. No, not that. The video, Tyler. The video. Jesus. You're just No,
that's like
see where the tree. See the trees? Tree. See the trees? Yeah, there.
How would I have fucking known there was a cookie involved in this?
Shh. You should know. You're 45 Tesla.
There you go.
14 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs. Look at that.
No sound.
Look at that.
I got sound.
Holy hell. Dave, I watched the show. Dave said, "Oh, don't send them, Mr. G. Lee's not allowed to eat them."
Well,
lip sync, Lee. Lip sync.
I can't hear you, Dave.
He's eating the cookie.
You can't hear Dave.
Yeah, and then I'm saying, Dave said I can't eat this cookie. I'm going to eat the whole box. But I'm not eating it. I said, I'm not eating it, Dave. Not Dave.
Tastes great.
Yeah, I'm saying Dave says I can't eat it, and that's what I'm pretty much going on about, saying how nice it is. But don't let Dave,
Mr. G, proteinsnacks.com,
because I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it. And I just start eating it quicker in case Dave sees that I'm eating it.
Is that the pistachio one? That's a great one.
Yes, it was. It was very nice.
So we know what car Tyler would get. What kind of car would you get, Dave, if you had to pick one?
I'm not into cars, but I'd probably get like the most bombastic, over the top, like a Maserati, some crazy shit like that.
Yeah. I had a Maserati.
I want something with the door that opens like that.
So you'd have to do research. Lamborghini, something like that.
I'm sorry, Lamborghini is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a Hurricane. The new Hurricanes are nice. That's a nice car. I actually had a dog called Yoshi.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was Akita.
This is the boneless rat name.
And you know what happened to my dog, my Akita dog? I blame you, Dave, you snake-loving son of a bitch.
Right.
I gave it to a friend because I had to move. So my friends were looking after it.
Right.
And they live in a yard in suburbia. A fucking brown snake.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem in Australia. Yeah. You got to watch out for that.
Shut up.
They're
deadly. We got it to the vet, and she was bleeding internally. And they thought they actually saved her. They gave her fluids. They gave her anti-venom. And that night she was coming good. But then through the night she just took a bad turn and I lost her again. But that was an Akita. Beautiful dog.
And that's not a small dog either. So.
No, same color as that rat too. It was white and dark.
Are you serious? Named Yoshi.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I'll have to find the photo of him.
Aw.
You know,
you need to get yourself a hooded rat and name it Yoshi.
I can't even think of which car I'd want to get with the money.
No, you can't.
I don't know.
I still love the new Aston Martin. That's a nice one. The new Aston Martin.
Yeah, that's
Vantage.
pretty nice. But the engines suck. I saw the Shelby. Have you seen the Shelby truck? The Shelby Cobra truck. It's like 150 grand. That's pretty badass. I wouldn't mind driving one of those. I mean, but I could afford that if I wanted now. But I mean, I'm just trying to think like something that I wouldn't spend the money on. You know, probably like a Bugatti or something like that. You know, like $1 million.
I was going to say
what's funny. It takes so long to get to the point in your life where you can afford the shit that you wanted to when you were young, and now you're too old.
Then you don't even want it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that other car? Is it Pagnini or something?
Pagnini type. Yeah.
They're like $4 or $5 million.
Yeah, they're like it's like 100. It's like 1,000 horsepower or something like that. Those cars, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
they're crazy.
Yeah, that new Bugatti though, it's got a funny name. Have you seen it? It looks like a Batmobile.
I like it. I'd probably spend the money on that because that's probably the most expensive car you can probably buy. I would think at this point.
And it's like the tires. Though I heard one of the Bugattis. The tires are like thousands of dollars, and if the tire goes, you got to send away because I think a place in America now actually makes it. Before you had to send it overseas to Europe and wait for the tire and wheel to come back.
Oh my God, what a fucking pain in the ass that would be. Jesus, you don't even want. Arnold had a Bugatti for a while? I don't know if he still does.
Yeah. What's that new Ferrari that the guy from Value Entertainment, he got a Ferrari delivered to him. I saw that one.
I don't know.
There's that new. It's really nice. I'm not into Ferraris much, though.
Nah,
I prefer
they're not that comfortable to drive. I've driven a few of them. They're kind of like really low to the ground. And
now, there's just something about Aston Martin looks sporty. You can pretend you're. If I had Aston Martin, I've always said it because I still might get one day. I'd be the obnoxious prick. I'd be driving it around town, windows down, James Bond theme playing loud all fucking day long. Fucking just James Bond theme as I'm going down the road. Yeah, I'm a wanker. Fuck you all.
You know, it's funny because when they were popular back about 15 years ago, you know, that's when all the James Bond movies, you know, were really pumping them up. And I really was thinking about getting one. They were expensive, and I looked, the engine, you would be very unhappy with the power of those cars. I don't know if the new one's better.
The new one, the V12 ones are meant to be really good. The new.
I don't think they have a lot of torque off the line though. I think they're very aren't they more like
Dave? We're getting on now. It's just about a little bit of power, just looking cool, driving around in the Aston.
I got you. All right.
If we want talk, then we just go. Actually, there's my wife was looking at me yesterday because I went to this car place online. It's just in Melbourne. They got a beautiful 1970 fastback Mustang rebuilt from the ground up. $129,000. I'm like,
that would be chump change if you had $45 million.
Oh yeah, but it's a beautiful. Is that Jimmy the Bulls just come on? What do you mean, Jimmy?
He would have so many. Lee would have so many cars if he had $45 million. He's talking about giving away stuff. He would have like a staple of cars because he's a car fanatic.
He would. It sounds like he has a different car for each like mood he's in.
Exactly. Was that really Jimmy?
I'll just go
for a split second.
Yeah, I heard Jimmy.
Well, he's too late. I got stuff to do. Tyler and I got to wrap this up.
Jimmy,
why did you wait an hour to log into this show?
Oh my God. He's on. Where's he at? I don't see him.
An hour you waited.
My volume is very low. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
But you're late. We're wrapping
late to the party, Jimmy.
We're wrapping up this.
You get to watch us wrap it up.
This party here. I'm glad
Jimmy.
I'm glad he can't hear us anyway.
Where you been? Where you been, Jimmy? We've been waiting. The show's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
He's getting cancer. He's got cancer. He's got to get removed. Lee,
Jimmy's got to be late to my fucking funeral. I can see it now. He'll be like, oh, I missed the funeral, but where's the wake? Where's the?
All right, I'm going to wrap this up, and then we're going to start the after show, the after Iron Rage show, and then Tyler can put that up later. I got a right muscle in the morning. Guys, I love you all. Thank you for joining us today. Tell us in the comments below what you would spend $45 million on and what's your favorite car. I'm Dave Palumbo for another edition of Iron Rage.
I'll call you in a minute.